Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Say, bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the booth. I'm talking.
Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube video. So today's YouTube video is going to be about beginner tips on becoming a new dancer, baby stripper, or things that I just wish people would have told me before I walked into that establishment, because I definitely did not do no research or nothing about being a stripper or anything like that. Sorry about the background change. We're on a road trip and I just thought about this video and I was like, I could do it. So let's get into it, you guys. So tip number 1 is going to be appearance. Appearance matters. When I'm not saying you got to look the best, but you got to look up to par. Hair, nails, your outfits, lash, all that really does play a big role in dancing and making money, because it's just like the more you invest in yourself is the more people are going to want to invest in you. And don't nobody want to spend no money on somebody that look a hot mess. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, some of them girls do be making money, but you're going to make the most money when you look up to par. Tip number 2 is going to be confidence. Confidence is key, I'm not going to lie. Customers are going to go based off your energy, not just your looks. So if you have good energy, they're going to come to you. That's just what anybody like. Even outside the strip club, anybody with good energy, they attract people. So you want to have confidence and just know you're that girl. If you walk in an establishment and act like you're that girl, you're going to get treated like that girl. So always have confidence. I know you're going to see a lot of other girls and what they're doing. You could take tips from that, but have confidence in yourself and have confidence in your body, your looks, all that. It's going to really go a long way. And honestly, it's going to help you mentally too if you don't have confidence. Tip 3 is going to be your mouthpiece, or just talking in general, because a lot of beginner dancers think it's all about dancing and you need to know how to dance and all this stuff to be a stripper, and that's really false. You cannot know how to dance, but you can have that mouthpiece on you and you can really know how to articulate your words into making customers want to give you money. You're selling a fantasy, so when you get good at running game, basically, that's going to bring you a lot of more money than what the fuck dancing can do. Depending on what type of club you're in. If you're in a gentleman's club, hell yeah, that mouthpiece is key. If you're in an urban club, you can make a bag just off shaking your ass. But you can make times 5 of that from the same person if they got it, if you could talk right and manipulate their ass. I don't know, you just got to make them feel good about themselves. Make them think that they're the prize. And I know a lot of other people probably wouldn't want to make somebody feel like they're the prize, but honestly, the more you make your customer feel good about themselves is the more comfortable they're going to be with spending money on you. Who want to spend money with someone who's boring, but someone that's funny and can talk and also know what they're talking about? Oh yeah. Tip 4 is boundaries, and this is a very big one and very important to have, is boundaries, because men go to clubs and really look at us women as objects. I'm not gonna lie, they could give 2 fucks about us. They treat us as objects. They look at us as objects. And if you do not stand firm on your boundaries, them men will treat you any type of way, do you any type of way. And you have to let it be known what is okay to do and what is not okay to do, because some girls do extra stuff that you might not be willing to do. If you're willing to do it, then hey, we're not judging. But I'm not willing to do all that extra shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. And you have to let that shit be known. And I'll actually give y'all a quick little story time real quick. This one club that I worked at, this is probably, it's a good club. It's money, but the men in there are fucking crazy. I've never came across the type of men I've came across in that club at other clubs. They're nasty. This one guy, he was like, I did a dance for him and he was trying to kiss me, and I'm just like, no. Why am I'm not finna kiss you. You don't even know me. Ew. And I'm steady telling him, kiss my cheek. I'll give you a kiss on the cheek. Something like, no, I want to kiss lips. No, baby, we're not doing that. And then he was like, well, open your mouth. And he was like, let me shove my finger down your throat. Is you cool? And I told him no repeatedly. He kept going, come on, just open. No, what don't you understand? And some people, you could call it quits right there and just end the dance there. But me, I've been in the game long enough where I can articulate and how to go around it while still making my money. I don't know if it makes sense. You just got to know, and y'all will eventually know. But yes, stand firm on your boundaries. I'm telling you this now. Do not let nobody make you do anything. Even when it comes to the dancers, because I know a lot of dancers be doing drug stuff. Like, stand firm on your boundaries. That is probably the biggest one. Tip number 5 is don't get too drunk. I'm not saying you can't drink at all, but do not get too lit. I am telling you, that is the fastest way to lose money. Depending on how you control your alcohol, you need to be alert, you need to stay focused, and you need to remember these conversations that you're having with some of these people. Because I'm not gonna lie, I remember this one guy, he tested me and like told me his name. I couldn't even remember his motherfucking name, but he told me his name, and like later on in the conversation, he was like, "Do you remember my name?" And I'm just like, no. He wasn't fucking with me no more. So, which that don't really got nothing to do with being drunk, because I wasn't drunk. But I'm just saying, like, don't get too drunk, because you always want to be on your P's and Q's. Tip number 6 is going to be hygiene. Make sure you wash your ass before you get into that club. Some clubs have showers in there, some clubs don't. But if they don't, make sure you wash your ass before you go to work. That'd be the first thing. You are very exposed. You're damn near naked. You're half naked, little ass underwear. People will smell you. And I'm not saying you're dirty or something, but throughout the night, you sweat, you create odor throughout the night of working. You are working. So make sure you just have baby wipes, a rag, a bar of soap, something just on hand so you can continue freshening yourself up, deodorant, all different types, and maybe even, you don't gotta do this, but a signature perfume that you want people to remember you by. Hygiene is key too. Your breath, get some gum. If your club has food there, you done ate a burger with some onions, now your breath smell like onions. Sometimes you can bring your toothpaste, brush your teeth there, or even put in some gum. It's things you could just go away to make sure you're always smelling fresh. Tip number 7 is not every customer matters. And I'm going to low-key put 2 tips in 1 tip. So it's going to be not every customer matters, but you also want to make sure you talk to everybody. Because you cannot judge people. Because I'm not going to lie. The people that you would least expect to spin the bag is going to be the ones to spin that bag. And usually the flashy people don't even spend no money. So make sure you just talk to everybody. But at the same time, not every customer is worth your time. It's been times when I was a baby stripper. Oh my God. Yes. When I was a baby stripper and I would sit there, talk to customers. We would be having real good conversation. I'll be into the conversation. Real good conversation. Sometimes they'll buy you drinks. Sometimes they won't buy you drinks. But after you done sat and talked with them for so long, they're not going to spend no money on you. Can't even give you a couple dollars, but will sit there and talk to you for 20 minutes. So make sure you don't waste your time with customers that's not doing nothing with you. Our time is our money, and you have to make that clear to them because they will waste your time with no money. Tip number 8 is going to be save your money, because as fast as you make your money is as fast as you're gonna spend your money, because you just gonna always think like a cheese stick could be $200 each, and I'll be like, I want 3 of them because, you know, I'm gonna go to work Friday and I'm gonna make that times 3. You can't always have that mindset. You gotta save your money, because you're not always gonna have good days. You're gonna have slow days as well, and you're gonna need money to keep your head above water during your slow days. Tip number 9 is rejection. It is okay to be rejected. Everyone's going to get rejected. You're not everybody's sip of tea. I'm not everybody's sip of tea. It is okay for someone to tell you no. Because one person can tell you no, and the next person can spend $2,000 on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to lie. I remember one time I got rejected, and it bruised my ego a little bit. It definitely bruised my ego. I went up to a customer, and he basically was like, no, I'm not interested. And he was ugly as fuck. He was butt ugly. And I'm just looking like, I know you fucking lying. I done got rejected by your ugly ass. But it's just like, you have to think about it realistically. I wouldn't even want you to want me. I'm happy you don't want me. I'm happy you don't find me attractive, because in the real world, you would have never had a chance. You're only getting talked to, approached, because it's my job too, and I'm making money. In the real world, that would have never happened. So you have to think about it like that too. The final tip, you guys, is tip number 10, and it is safety. That's common sense, right? Safety. But in that kind of environment, you really do want to be on your P's and Q's. Do not ignore the red flags. When you're driving home, make sure you're paying attention to the roads. Nobody's following you. Watch your drinks. People might try to put drugs in your drinks. You have to be very, and that's another thing when we go back to, when I had said don't be drunk, you have to be aware of your surroundings. It's just, that's a real life tip, but you going into that environment, you want to be more cautious on it because a lot of crazy stuff happens. Girls get robbed, things get stolen. You just want to make sure you're secure and you're safe. So a lot of people's choices is what impacts their safety, because if you would have just not did that shit, then you would have been cool. But hey, each his own. But yes, be safe. That is it for my YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoyed my video and actually took note and learned from the tips that I gave you guys. Follow my social, Instagram, Kai Hollywood. I'm going to link it in the description below. Yes, comment, subscribe, put your notifications on, and let me know if you guys want any more similar videos to this, or what kind of videos you guys want. But that's a wrap. Love you guys. See y'all next time.